Some of the most talked about shots from the Doctor Strange trailer were of this sort of zombie looking Doctor Strange. Everyone is wondering who the heck it is. A lot of people thought, oh, it's a zombie Doctor Strange from the What If episode. But it does look very different. And upon looking at some other footage and photos, I'm pretty sure that the Defender Doctor Strange and the zombie Doctor Strange are the same person.
It's funny you should say that, because I was looking through some old photos and it looks very, similar.
So first, let's look at Defender Doctor Strange. Now the big details I want you to look at are the fact that he has a ponytail, he has the wedge streaks in his hair, his torso suit is different, and he also has a bunch of red colorations. Now, if you look at this shot really closely and zoom in on the trailer, you can tell that flying through this portal created by America Chavez is Defender Strange. But he has a bunch of scars all over his face and he pretty much looks dead or at least severely injured. And if you look at this shot from the trailer of the zombie looking Strange, he has the same ponytail. And if you look at this shot where you see his face, same exact scars, and you can even tell his suit is extremely similar to Defender Strange's. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say they are the same character. But what the heck happened? Now I have a couple theories. Now my first theory is that in his weakened state, he is possessed by some sort of demon. We can see this one shot in the trailer where these Dementor looking demons are flying around him in a sort of spiral. And I think that this could be when he becomes possessed by this creature. Now as far as what demon this could be, well, I have one idea. The problem is that in the MCU, they like to diverge from the comics a lot, and Sam Raimi is bringing in a lot of obscure characters in this movie. So he could be creating his own character, using the name of an old character and just giving whatever powers he wants. But as far as comic characters that it could actually be, I think it could be Mr. Misery. This is something that a lot of people have been theorizing with this sort of footage that we've seen. Now, if you don't know, in the comics, Mr. Misery is a character that's created by Strange from all the pain and trauma that he has on his body from doing all these magic all these years and just being the Sorcerer Supreme. And Mr. Misery's only goal in life is to just cause as much misery to as many people as it can. And we even see at the beginning of the trailer, Doctor Strange is being plagued by these nightmares and this pain. So what if at the beginning of the movie, to sort of rid himself of this pain, he creates Mr. Misery? And later on, through multiverse shenanigans, Mr. Misery gets out and finds itself to Defender Doctor Strange. But of course, they could also retcon this and just make it some sort of almighty ancient being. We've of course seen a bunch of magical beings in this trailer already. I mean, they threw in Kitarax of all people into this, and we also saw Shumagorath, aka Gargantos, so who knows how many crazy magical beings we're gonna see in this movie. Now, if it is not some sort of possession by some sort of creature, my other theory is that Doctor Strange tampers with either the Darkhold or dark magic. Now, the Darkhold is the book that we saw at the end of WandaVision, which uses chaos magic and is very dangerous and very harmful. Wanda's of course trying to use the Darkhold to bring her family back to life. Of course, we can see he's extremely injured, and maybe he has some sort of idea in his head that no, he needs to survive for whatever reason, or maybe he thinks his work is not finished, so he decides to risk it all and mess with some sort of dark magic. But in the process of going back to full health, he corrupts himself and turns himself into a monster. And this is very fitting because in the comics and even in the MCU, Doctor Strange has a big ego and thinks he can solve any problem that faces himself, but it would be really interesting to see that his downfall is of course his ego here, thinking that he can control the sort of dark magic. Now my last theory is kind of out there and deals with astral projection, that being the power of Doctor Strange to either separate people or himself from their consciousness and their body. So what if in his final moments he knows he's about to die and he needs to buy time? He chews his consciousness out and gets teleported along with it, and this ends the same way as my Darkhold theory, where he draws upon some sort of dark forbidden energy, bringing himself back to life, but here his body has already died, so he turns himself into some sort of zombie. And those are my theories on how Defender Doctor Strange turns into zombie Doctor Strange. I think will for sure happen, but how and why, that remains to be seen. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do theories and breakdowns on all things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars, so if you like that stuff, I do hope you subscribe and stick around. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.